Hello, everyone. Hola, mundo. Welcome, world. This is Jackie Bouvier, and I'm super excited again to share with you Voces Poderosas 2023, the Hispanic Heritage Month edition. And today, we have the great honor and pleasure of introducing to you Dr. Judi Díaz Bonacquisti, higher education professional, a winery owner, equity champion, senior diversity officer at the University of Colorado. She's executive director with Latinas First Foundation. She just has so much under her belt and has done so much, even just not only in the equity piece of as a champion, but as an education leader. So I'm not going to talk more about her. I'll let her be the one to tell us. But I just have some questions for her here today. And I'm pleased and honored to have you here on Voces Poderosas series. Honestly, I can't thank you enough for saying yes. You're a powerful influencer here in Colorado, and you have so much to give, so much knowledge, and so much to give for us and to the Latinos that look up to you. So thank you for allowing me to spread the wealth and spread your knowledge. So without further ado, let me ask you the first question, which is a whole bunch of parts in this question. So who are you? What is your story, and what does Hispanic Heritage Month mean to you and your culture? As you know, people need to know that we're all Hispanic, but we have different cultures, right? So tell me about yourself.
Well, first off, Jackie, thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate your wanting to highlight professionals from different segments across the United States to ensure that role modeling piece is happening, because I think that's critically important. I know it was valuable to me as a young woman growing up here in Southern Colorado, and so I appreciate the work that you're doing. So I am a Latina, a Chicana who grew up in Pueblo, Colorado. I have lived in Colorado my entire life. I've raised a family here in Denver, which is where I currently live with my Italian American husband. Um, and and so I've grown up with a strong and vibrant cultural identity growing up in Colorado. That's been fantastic for me, and I love to see how that has transcended into my children and how they fully embrace all of the beauty of the heritage of both sides that they have. One of the things that's curious for me as a winery owner, as a small business owner, is that Hispanic Heritage Month isn't something that we necessarily celebrate once a year. It's infused in who we are. The artwork that you see on the walls, the type of bands and the music that we play, the gente that come and have support, that come into the winery and support us, and the nonprofits that we partner with. Our label artist is a well-known Chicano artist here out of Colorado. So it's wonderful to grow up and have that strong representation of the culture. And I also recognize, for those who maybe didn't grow up with that kind of a perspective, having a month where they can actually see what's out there that's being showcased, to listen and to learn and to appreciate the beauty of the breadth of our culture, I think is incredibly empowering. Within the last few weeks, I've gone to different, galas and luncheons and music festivals, different types of events that are really honoring and showcasing the bold Latino heritage, Latina heritage that we have here in Colorado. I'm very fortunate to participate in those things. One of the symbols that I most appreciated is, as a kid growing up in Pueblo, is Fiesta Day, which happens every year at the Colorado State Fair. It's the most attended day down at the State Fair. And so for those who really want to learn and get immersed next year, it's always the Sunday before Labor Day. Highly encourage you to trek down to Pueblo, Colorado, and have some fantastic food that you really can't find elsewhere outside of Southern Colorado, Northern New Mexico, and just appreciate the culture. It's quite a lot to take in, and it's a lot of fun.
It's awesome. Ah, that's amazing. Pueblo, Colorado is amazing. I've been up there for that, and it's just phenomenal. Thanks for that plug. And so, what can you share as a professional, in your industry or industries, which you represent multiple, and your experience to just help positively encourage, empower, shed a light on our professional Latinos? Because I always say this, we're amazing, right?
Oh yeah,
And
agreed, fully agree.
but
Uh,
we still have we still need to achieve a lot. And so, from your professional perspective, what is that advice?
So I want to say that as a small business owner, maybe that aside, but I've worked in higher education for more than 25 years. So I am currently the senior diversity officer for the University of Colorado. I have served other universities, I have and colleges, I have served as the senior enrollment officer, the senior student affairs officer. I think probably the biggest takeaway that I can share is recognizing how the benefit of my college degree has allowed me to advance in my career through several different iterations. Latinos were really on, we were progressing and we were getting more students of color attending institutions of higher education across the nation. We lost some ground during the pandemic. The Black and Brown communities were impacted incredibly hard during the pandemic. And so we've got families who maybe didn't go to college right away and are still deciding whether or not they can afford it, trying to determine if it's going to be worth it for their lifetime. I know that there's a lot of studies out there that demonstrate the increased economic capacity that an individual with a college degree, can earn $1 million more over the course of their lifetime than somebody with a high school degree. So there's that economic benefit for sure. But I can say that it's also helped me. I have a master's in business. So that has helped me directly to impact that entrepreneurial spirit as being a small business owner. So it's not strictly the economic benefits, but the actual learning and the wealth of understanding that we get about ourselves when we go away to college. I know there are folks who question the value of college right now. And one of the things that's curious to me is that the individuals who seem to be the most ardent in saying that, questioning if a college degree is necessary, they all seem to have college degrees and their kids all seem to have college degrees. So I want to make sure that our gente recognize the benefits that can happen when they pursue their dreams and find avenues to make it affordable. So if they're currently in high school and they want to try some college level courses, talk to your guidance counselor about taking concurrent enrollment courses and having the state that you live in pay for it. If you're already a professional, already working, talk to your human resources department and see if they have tuition reimbursement programs that allow you to go to college and the company pays for it, because the company wants you to be educated because they believe they invest in you. You're going to have some loyalty for them and they're going to benefit from that earned knowledge that you have while you're there working for them. So I think there's a lot of opportunities that are available to folks. And I really encourage, especially women, because we have a significant Latina wage gap compared to what a white man in America typically makes. Latinas tend to have that largest gap. And depending on what year of data that you're looking at, it's like 57, 58% of what 58 cents to every dollar that a white male counterpart may be earning. So by getting that college degree, it helps to give you a leg up, which can then in turn, as we know, our women, they don't just, when they succeed, they don't just succeed alone. They help to advance their families. They help to bring along the communities, which ultimately helps our entire efforts to thrive. So I strongly encourage people to consider what it takes to get that college degree.
Wow, great advice. Absolutely. And I think you're the first one in all of our interviews that hones in on that particular piece of advice. It's very powerful and I think very well needed. Thank
Oh,
you
it's
so
necessary.
much.
So necessary.
Oh, it is. It is. And, this is huge for me to be able to have this opportunity because we're able to give this advice. And so I appreciate it. What a blessing it is to have you. And just one last piece of advice that you would like to close with.
I would say have fun. Get involved with your communities in ways that feed your soul. I look back on some of the things that I went to 30 years ago. I didn't know that I was developing a network. I didn't know I was networking. I thought I was going to happy hours and meeting people and meeting friends who had common interests. And I look back on it later and I realized that was networking, but I didn't have the language for that. I didn't have the role modeling for that. So have fun. Pay attention to who you're surrounding yourself with, and just wishing you the best.
Wow. That's awesome. Great advice, Judi. Thank you, Dr. Judi.
Thank you,
Diaz
Jackie. I
Bonacquisti.
appreciate the
And
opportunity.
remember that what you have shared here today will tremendously inspire and help others become what they're meant to be, because your voice is powerful and you do make a difference. So I appreciate this time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jackie. You take care.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.